Hello and welcome back to my channel, my friends. So, wishing a very good evening to you. And my friends, I'm your today's moderator, and I'm your host, Master Chintamani, speaking to you live from agglomeration Bangalore, Abanopolis, Tyagaraja, student of Bhusana and Amukunda Srinivasaya College of Engineering, aged at 21, born in 1999. So, my friends, I'm gonna be your chief guest today. In order to provide you a wider range and wider access, to all to all the information, my friends, regarding the uh, Indian universalistically patriotic upheaval, or Indian patriotic revolutionization, or rather Indian patriotic pandemonium, or rather Indian patriotic uprising. So, my friends, this is the second installment of us, in our today's episode. On the day of today, which happens to be of September the 21st, 2022, and the time count right now is running at 9:02 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And the temperature over here is running at 28 degrees Celsius. So, my friends, let us take into my friends, take into making those continual attempts, about having a continuation about our yesterday's session, or our previous installments, or our prequels about all the content, which I made. So, my friends, in this video, I'm in fact, going to discuss and throw light onto the Indian public sector transportation units, or Indian public domain public transportation sectors, or public transportation facilitations or amenities. So, my friends, as we all know, and as we have already discussed, the Indian public sector, when it comes about the public transportation amenities, or when it comes about the public transportation, happens to be highly incomplete, when it comes about the anti-incumbency of that tram line connection. Now, my friends, the presence of a tram line, used to be a great distinct honorary privilege, to us, for us Indian mainstream, until 1956 for agglomeration Mumbai, 1964 for agglomeration Delhi, 1968 for agglomeration Chennai, and so on, my friends, for agglomeration Pune and agglomeration Nashik. My friends, so there were some select agglomerations, such as agglomeration Pune, agglomeration Delhi, agglomeration Bombay, agglomeration Chennai, agglomeration Nashik, and then agglomeration Patna, my friends. These were, in fact, the cities, where the tram institutionalization was in fact carried out. Just by an exception, to agglomeration Kolkata, where the tram, continues even till today's day, and which is basically, operated by the Calcutta Tramways Company. Now, my friends, the Calcutta Tramways Company, happens to be a direct successor of the British government's initiative, which they basically institutionalized pre-World War II, to make necessary arrangements, to bring it into action and bring it into force, the tram line connection. But, my friends, agglomeration Kolkata of the state of West Bengal, only happens to be this agglomeration, where the tram line, is really, continuing, in full effects, or rather in full-fledged manner, even after the termination of the British colonization in India. And, my friends, if we happen to make a deeper analytics of this issue, in agglomeration Mumbai and agglomeration Chennai, and even agglomeration Delhi, these three agglomerations, my friends, the trams, have really become an integral part of the city's mainstream, public transportation units. Barring an exception, to agglomeration Pune and agglomeration Nashik and agglomeration Patna, where trams were present, but, my friends, the trams, weren't really so widespread, or weren't really so propagated, or weren't really so fantabulous, as they were, in agglomeration Bombay, agglomeration Chennai, and agglomeration Delhi. And, my friends, agglomeration Bangalore, there is no history which suggests that agglomeration Bangalore had trams. There is no history. So, which is why we are not sure as to whether in agglomeration Bangalore were there ever any trams in no. But, my friends, the situation over here seems to be such that the trams, because they were removed, or because they were cessated, from our Indian mainstream, or rather our Indian public sector transportation, posed a great threat for us, in the upcoming years. My friends, because if we take into consideration the current public transportation regimes of India, my friends, then we just get to think that India, simply has the vehicular amenities, such as the auto rickshaws and the buses and even the taxis. And my friends, there have been some revolutionizations so far, with the aid of assistance of some of the transportation and some of the taxi cabs, some of the taxi cabbing companies, such as the Uber and Ola, and even the Red Bus and even the Rapido. But my friends, these are revolutionizations, just came, literally 5 years ago, or just came, within this so-called decade. But my friends, still, the most traditionalistic approach of transportation, if we happen to classify on the automobile engineering classifications, of the vehicular amenities, which are present in India, or India, for public transportation, then, we just simply are encompassed by the auto rickshaws, the buses, basically the transportation buses, and just the taxis, my friends. So these three only happen to be the facilities, which the Indian Tier 1 and Tier 3 cities, in fact have. And my friends, I know that, in some of the agglomerations, there is a presence of an cycle rickshaw and stuff, my friends, or horse-driven cars. But my friends, those all things, are not so widely propagated or not so widely even promulgated, as the trams, were once upon a time. My friends, if you happen to, watch the old movies of Sri Raj Kapoor, or rather Sri Dadasaheb Phalke ji, my friends, of the Bollywood film industry, my friends, you might notice, as to how beautiful agglomeration Bombay, used to look like, when we, in fact, had trams. But my friends, right now, at a very moment in 2022, because of those so-called devastating situations, which the municipal corporation encountered, but the situations weren't really so cataclysmic. Basically, municipal corporation of Greater Mumbai, or Greater Agglomeration Mumbai, took that so-called decision, to all for terminating the tram line connection. But my friends, that was a decision, which was vested, with the municipal corporation of Greater Agglomeration Mumbai. But my friends, look at the situation now. Like, are we in any better condition now? Are we in any better situation? Are we in any better eventuality, which we are witnessing? No, my friends. The answer to that is completely negative. Because, my friends, after the so-called termination of the trams, my friends, India's and the Indian public sector transportation units, my friends, lost their status, which they used to boast, back in 1956 and stuff. And my friends, which is why, the spectacularization, which I discussed, yesterday, the spectacularization of the Indian mainstream public transportation sector, does not really, take place, without any tram. And my friends, that was an issue, which I wanted to, discuss it or bring it up in front of you. My friends, for the purpose of spectacularization, or in order to achieve that state of grandiloquence, the presence of the tram is really a highly cardinal exigency, right now, in Indian mainstream, which is even a decision, which should be favored by the Indian society and Indian public. But my friends, the thing seems to be that the devastating effects, which we haven't been encountered with about our public transportation sector, such as the presence of an absolute unhygiene, absolute dirt, absolute pestilence, guys, when it comes about traveling, and using the public transportation. Let's take into consideration trains. My friends, the trains in India, if we talk about a local railway of agglomeration Mumbai, my friends, it happens to be absolutely pestilential or pestiferous. And my friends, which is why there is a need, to offer making revitalization of the trams. So my friends, that was up for today's video. And my friends, in case if you have not subscribed to our channel, and in case if you have not liked our content before, then please do like it, and please do not forget to comment down your feedback in the comment section below, and try to pronounce it to us as to what all issues you want us to underscore, to highlight, to propagate, to promulgate, to offer making an advocacy of, to offer making a dissemination of. my friends, I'll be back, with that content, to you. And I'll personally respond to each and every comment in the comment section below. So my friends, that was for it, and together we can make our country great and amazing. So my friends, see you, and Jai Bhavani, Jai Shivaji, and Vande Mataram, and Bharat Mata Ki Jai. And always, never forget to pay our tributes to honorary goddess Jisa Mata Bhosle and Shri Arun JAITLEY. See you, my friends, and have a good day. Bye.